Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, social media world? It's your boy Sincere, J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Y'all already know. Welcome to the page. Like and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you. 'Cause you could be doing anything with your time right now, and you sitting here listening to what I gotta say for the 20, 15 minutes, however long I choose to do this video. So I appreciate you. And for the new people seeing this video, hit that like button. If it don't apply to you, let it fly. Somebody you know could probably use this information right now. Don't be a hater, be a participator. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening. Just enjoying. This might be my little video spot, man. You know, we in Flatbush, Brooklyn, behind my mom's building. Those who know. I'm not gonna give the location. Might get too flooded, but it's a nice little spot. Y'all see in the daytime next time I do a video in the daytime. But I had an interesting conversation. Hold on, wait for these sirens. It don't matter if I'm in my house. It don't matter where I'm at. It's just always sirens out here in the streets. But yeah, I had an interesting conversation with a friend the other night. And I feel like I wanted to talk about that real briefly. I try not to take up too much of your time because it's a very intricate conversation, you know, it's levels to it. So I'm gonna try to keep a long story short. So basically, one of my friends was asking me her opinion as far as, do you think men and women could be friends? So yeah, right. So of course all the women are most likely gonna say, of course we can, which I agree, because you guys hold a key to the friendship, to the relationship. So I know majority of the women are gonna say yeah, and most of the men are gonna say yeah, because we like crocodiles and alligators, just patiently waiting. So for the bite, you know. So whether it go or don't go, we cool. And it all depends on the history of how long you knew this person. Number one, and the main important factor is if you're physically attracted to this person from a male's perspective, because women might have a lot more self-control when it comes. They might be attracted on a physical level, but maybe mentally or security-wise, they already know, no, it's not going to work. It would just be some physical intimacy and nothing really more than that. So they might not want to even pursue it on that level unless that's what they want. You know, there's different strokes for different folks. So some people just want that physical intimacy, and some people want that long-term longevity. You know, they want it to be the last stop on the train. They want you to be their person. So it all depends on your mentality and who you are. But like I said at the start of the video, women control that aspect and dynamics of the game. Because if she's not interested and she could just keep it cordial or not really show no signs or give him no hints and signs, then yeah, we could be friends. Because the dude is just gonna go along and play along, you know. And I can't. I'm not. Listen, this is my channel, so I'm always gonna give my personal, unbiased opinion. So this doesn't go for every single man out there. But I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. I'm from New York City. I know how most men give it up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all, but I'm living off experience. So, like I said, a lot of men will patiently wait till you give them that angle, give them that signal. If you're attractive. If you're not attractive, then they'll probably play that brother-sister role and you're just cool and you're like a homeboy. And sometimes even if you are attractive, if you don't give them that signal, they'll still play the brother, the signal role, because what they really have to lose at the end of the day, in the back of their minds, they're probably just hoping, waiting that, you're going to fall victim, or you're going to, what's that word I'm looking for? You're going to be vulnerable. They're hoping for a moment you're going to be vulnerable when the man that they're intimate in a relationship with kind of messes up and now comes to you for some advice to have a shoulder to lean on. And now, if you're a good dude, you're going to keep it real. If you're a scumbag and a slumbag, you're going to throw that dude under the bus, hoping that this is your way in. And those dudes are suckers. And females, women, if y'all don't believe me, whoever you feel is your good friend, or even not a good friend, just because, like I said, there's different levels of friendships as well. You could be an associate, you could be you could be cordial with a person, or you could be a good friend. So if you're cordial with a person, that's a whole different dynamics, because you're only kind of seeing them at events, parties, here and there. So I don't really consider that a friend. That's more like an associate, an acquaintance. You know them. A friend is somebody you kind of, y'all speaking to each other, that at least once a week, once a month, you can confide in them about your relationship, anything. Listen, the same way you're friends with your girlfriends, the same way I'm talking about being friends with a male. So if you want to have that level of friendship, like I said, there's different levels and different dynamics. Very, very intricate subject. So I told her, like I said, you guys hold the key. If you guys don't want to push that button, most reasonable, sensible men will just play the role and most likely fall in love with you as a person and not really on a physical aspect. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll start looking at you as a brother-sister role. But as soon as you push that button, and if you don't believe me, and she mentioned this too, and I used to tell all my homegirls and all my exes this that had friends, I said, call one of your male friends up, tell them you just went through something real serious with your boyfriend, you want somebody to confide and talk to, you're feeling vulnerable, and you don't want to have no relationship, you just want to get fucked, excuse my language. You just want to have mind-blowing sex and see what they're going to say. A real dude, a real friend is going to say, listen, you just feeling, this is going to pass, this moment you're having right now. You're not going to feel like this tomorrow. I don't want to ruin the friendship, because if I cross that level, there's no coming back. Now it's going to be awkward, especially if I do my thing and you enjoy it. Now you're going to want to continue to do it. And because most women, not all, but most women are emotional, eventually they're going to want something more. And now, if that's not really, I got to slow down. I do this every video. If that's not really what I want, then, excuse me, I got sidetracked. People pass it. If that's not really what I want, then it's going to be awkward and uncomfortable, because now I can't talk to you how I used to talk to you. Maybe I enjoyed our friendship. Maybe I enjoyed confiding in you, talking shit to you. Sometimes you don't want to talk to our homeboys about certain things all the time. Sometimes we want a woman's point of view. So now if I cross that line, I can't talk to you like that no more. It's going to be different. Our friendship is going to be tarnished. As long as that physical intimacy is going on, we'll have that. But the moment you want more, and let's say I don't want more because I know who you are as a person, we're friends. So before we had this intimacy connection, you don't confide in me. I don't know a lot of stories, a lot of your whatever. And maybe I see you for who you really are, and I don't want you to be my wifey. So all it could ever be is a physical, intimate thing. Now that friendship is tarnished, and that's it. And I've been in this situation before, social media world. I had two good friends coming up, no time recently, but in my life experience, I had two good friends that had proposed the option to me because they was going through something, and they was like, yo, Jay, I just want you to, And I turned them down because I valued their friendship. I valued going to their house, having a drink with them, just kicking it with them like a homeboy. Because it's a different level. Like I love my homeboys, but sometimes you can't talk to your homeboys about certain things, and sometimes you want a different aspect from a female's point of view, because they're gonna keep it real with you because there's no what's that word? There's no reason for you to front for me for. We're just friends. So you're always gonna keep it organic, and I'm always gonna keep it organic because I have no I have no malice. Like there's no reason for me to be lying to you. Like we're friends. So I'm always gonna be myself and keep it all the way 100 and tell you exactly what it is. And you're gonna do the same thing because at the end of the day, you're not looking at me that way, and I'm not looking at you that way. But as the moment you cross that line and we decide that we want to go there, it's a wrap. Unless we're gonna be a couple, it's gonna tarnish the relationship. So this is why I say, how much time I got in? Because I know I'll be just flopping my mouth. We're 11 minutes in. Okay. So if you plan to cross that line, women, and when I say women, yes, I'm talking about women because you guys hold the key to this crossing, this border crossing, because if a man jumps out the window and we show our hand that we want more than a friendship, that's gonna make it awkward. And you're like, I can't be friends with this dude. This dude is feeling me on a different type of level, and I'm not feeling him on that type of level. So most smart dudes is never really gonna show their hand because in the back of their mind, there's like, you know what? I'm already in the game. Let me just fall back. Let me just chill. Because there might be one day, maybe not today, maybe not next week, maybe not even next year, but what I got to lose? I'm still getting pussy on the side. I still got my girl. I'm still doing this, that, and the third. So we really have nothing to lose by being a friend to you. We really don't. And like I said, eventually we'll fall in love with that person because we don't have that, we're trying to pursue you in that way because there's no signals. So we know you're not feeling us. It's just a physical attraction on our end. And since we're not getting that, we can't push that button ourselves. We're just going to play the part and eventually we start actually liking you as a person. That's what I always tell females. I always tell my cousin, any females that's close to me, my friends. I said, when you meet a dude for the first time and you're getting to know a dude, don't give it to that man right away. I know you got urges. I know you got needs. Handle your business. Do your thing with your fingers. You got vibrators. Whatever you got to do. But unless you just want to have an intimate physical thing, if that's what you want, then do what you want. I don't suggest it, but listen, different strokes for different folks. But if you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking for longevity, if you're looking for a man to fall in love with you as a person and not just use and abuse your holes, and I don't mean to sound so vulgar, but it is what it is. Somebody got to keep it real with y'all because most dudes ain't. We're going to spoon feed you and tell you what you want to hear because our main goal is to get in that hole. Most of us. We're not automatically thinking marriage long term off the jump. Maybe as we get to know you and see how your brain works, then we'll be like, oh, Shorty's she got common sense. She takes accountability. She's doing things with herself. She's not into the ratchet bullshit. Then maybe we're like, oh shit, like, yeah, let me get to see where this could really go. But before all that, we're just looking at Shorty looks good. Shorty's bad. Damn, I would love to see how that feel. And listen, fellas, it is what it is, man. If it was your daughter, if it was your sister, if it was your cousin, you wouldn't mind her hearing this video. So don't be mad at me for giving it up how I'm giving it up. Because if that was your daughter, you're going to tell her the same exact thing. So listen, you feel like I'm player hating? I'm not. There's a lot of hoes that are with the shits. Go for them chicks that just want to get their bodies ran through and their body count skyrocketing. Plenty of those out there. But these are for the good girls, the good women that really want longevity, long-time relationships, and really don't want to play no games. You really need to just hold out. Let him fall in love with you mentally. Let him see what's going on in there. Because men and women, we think different, social media world. We think very, very different. And like I said, most men are going to sell you a dream and tell you what you want to hear. Because most of the time, we want that physical pleasure. We want to see how that feel. And then we'll see where it goes from there as we get to know. But off the rip, that's what we kind of want. I'm not speaking for all men. Of course not. Everybody's different. But like I said, of my life experience, where I'm from, how I grew up, maybe it's just New York City, maybe it's just a tri-state area, which I highly doubt. But back to the question. Can men and women really be friends? The answer is absolutely yes. You can be friends. But women, you guys have to be real and make sure that's what you really want. Because like I said, you guys hold the key to that friendship. It's like chess. I can't make a move till you move. So as long as you keep it in that safe space and don't send no signals and show this man all I really want is a friendship, then he's gonna stay dormant and just go with the flow and pay attention. You guys gotta pay attention. You gotta look at men kind of like car salesmen. Like, we're gonna tell you what you want to hear to sell that car. So you really gotta pay attention, because that's what most men want off the jump. We want that physical intimacy. We want to feel how you feel inside. And we could have that detachment in that way. Like, just because we want to do that, don't mean we want to be with you. And I think that's what most women kind of get misconstrued. So you knowing this, don't give it up that fast, because you giving it up thinking, oh, well, if I don't give it up, he's going to get it from somewhere else. So what? He probably gonna get us some. He's gonna get us from somewhere else, regardless. If that's what he want to do, that's what he's gonna do. So that's even more of a reason not to give it up. Because while you holding it out, and he's getting it from somewhere else, guess what? He's gonna have more respect for you, and he's getting to know your mind. He's gonna say, "Damn, I just met Janice the other day. I beat it the same day, or I beat it on the second day or the third day, and now I met Tisha." And Tisha, I've been talking for Tisha for 2, 3 months, and she ain't giving up nothing. This is wifey material right here. This is the chick I need to be home, bring to my mother's house, I want to build a family with, because she got a strong foundation. I love the way her mind works, and she's like a unicorn. Because most of the women nowadays, that's what they're doing, because y'all going off the program that if I don't do that, he's going to go get it from somewhere else. He's going to get it from somewhere else, period. Whether you do it or don't do it depends on that single male individual. How much time I got in? 18 minutes? I don't want to take up too much of your time. But the moral of the story is, men and women can't be friends, but you guys hold the key. And women, you got to keep it real with yourself. No, once you cross, make sure, I would suggest, and I can't even say that, because I'm sure some of you guys could be attractive to a man on a physical level, but not be attracted to him on a mental level or financial level or security level. All depends on who you are as an individual. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, you hold the key, women. So yes, you could be friends, because most guys are not going to jump out the window and cross that board, because they know when they do, it's going to be awkward. And now you are not going to want to be friends with somebody that wants to fuck you, unless that's what you want as well. So if that's what you want as well, then y'all going to do that, and we'll see where it goes from there. But if that's not what you want from this dude, once he says that out of his mouth or show you signals that's what he want to do, you're going to cut him off. So most men are not going to do that, because they don't want to get cut off. They're secretly hoping and thinking that, sound like a raccoon or something. Yeah, there's raccoons in Flatbush, Brooklyn, baby. Raccoons, possums. I never seen them growing up, but for some reason they out here now. But like I said, they're gonna stay dormant and patiently wait until you give them the go ahead. Once you give them that green light, most men are gonna go. They're on it. You don't believe me? The people, the men you feel in your life that are friends, put them to the test. Don't let them know you testing them either. Just call them up one day and be like, yo, me, my man just got into something. I feel like having a drink. I feel like being real freaky, this, that, and the third. Let's see how much of them say, nah, you bugging. This, that, and the third. I don't feel like you should do that. You're going to regret it. Try it if you don't believe me. But at the end of the day, like I said, you could be friends. Y'all hold the key, so it's really up to you. Hope this made sense. I couldn't get too much into detail. I'm looking for the raccoons. I couldn't get too much into detail, but y'all know the vibes. Y'all kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Sincere, J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Y'all already know. Hope this made sense. And if it don't apply, let it fly. You